Hey guys, welcome back. Today we have an epic video. Again, as you can see behind me, I have a 250, a black 250 limited or lariat. And today it's gonna be a little bit of a different video. We're gonna do exterior wash and paint correction and a ceramic coating on this. And so it's gonna be a little different, but I'm so excited. Again, this black paint looks very pretty right now, but let me tell you, when we clean this thing and dry it off, the swirls are gonna be showing, and we're gonna have an epic before and after. So stay tuned. Again, if you like this video or like the other videos, please feel free to subscribe and like this video. But again, with further ado, let's get this thing started to be washed and prepped for this paint correction.
As normal, we're going to start with our rims, just using a all-purpose cleaner to get the rims and tires. So we're going to get that done and then get the full double bucket method wash started.
So now that our rims are cleaned, let's come back on here and explain a little bit. So we're going to do, as normal, contact double bucket method wash. But after that, we're going to be clay barring. Now, I know a lot of people are thinking, well, this isn't clay. Well, this is a synthetic clay bar. It's a lot easier, so if you drop it, all that dirt and stuff doesn't get in that clay bar, and then you have to take it out or throw it away. This is a lot easier and a lot cheaper that I've learned, and it does just as good a job. And so we're just going to do the double bucket method and then do this, and I'll probably explain a little bit later, but when we're clay barring it, we're going to be going this kind of motion just like when we're washing it to not do any scratches. Again, all this does is get all the contaminants and gets the paint ready for that paint correction, for that cut and polish. Because without that, again, you're still going to have all that grime and the stuff that's deep in that paint and that clear coat, and you're not going to get the perfect shine that you want. It's not going to do as good job. The ceramic coating will not adhere to it. So just, this is very, very dire, is doing a clay bar after your contact wash. So we're going to get that going, and then hopefully move to cutting compound here in very, very shortly.
As you can see, after I foamed it, we're going to take our little brush and make sure all the logos and everything that's small that may not get touched with the contact wash gets cleaned, and that way we ensure that every spot on this truck is cleaned and ready for application of getting cut, compounded, polished, as well as get that ceramic coating on. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to do our double bucket method wash.
finally get to the cutting and polish of this vehicle. Again, I can already tell, which I won't show you yet, the swirls. I can already see the swirls of the light paint, especially in the back. It's really bad. So it's gonna be a good day when we get done with this. So do this and we'll get going with the actual paint correction process. Alrighty, we have finally taped up. I didn't film any of it. It was super long. It probably been maybe an hour to do. I know I got some blue and green going on. I ran out of the green tape, but everything's taped up. I know it doesn't look like a lot, but let me tell you, took forever. So everything's good. And so now I have a light. I wanted to show you how bad these swirls are and how bad this paint is, because from when I pulled in, it doesn't look too bad, but when you clean it, look really closely, the swirls are bad. So here's like just a prime example. See some of that swirlage. I wanted to show you the rear though. The rear is pretty bad. I mean, some deep scratches, heavy swirls. Pretty bad. I'm also going to show you the hood here, because as I was just clay barring the hood, I could tell that there were quite a lot of scratches on this thing. And so look at this. Hopefully the camera's picking it up, but it is very bad. So I'm gonna do some cutting and polish, and we're gonna get that thing out. I'll show you the results. It's gonna look amazing. Before I do that though, I wanted to show you what I'm using for the paint correction. All right, I wanted to show you what I got going for the cutting and the polishing steps. I'm using just a couple products. I got McGuire's Ultra Pro Speed Compound with, this is a medium to heavy pad, and this is a heavy cutting pad. And then we're gonna use the Rupes Bigfoot buffer for that. As again, this thing's made to cut. And then for the polish part, we got McGuire's Ultra Pro Finish Polish with a medium to light polishing pad and just kind of a finisher pad for the end result. And we're gonna use this Flex fuel buffer. That way we can go from here and then we can just move on to this. I'll have this ready so we can cut and then immediately go to polish it. It's a little hard, it's just time consuming when you have to take the pad off and put another pad on there and get it ready, and then you have to deal with this cord. So hopefully it's gonna break up a little time and get this thing done faster. Again, we're not rushing because again, we got a black vehicle doing ceramic coating. We want it to look as perfect as possible. But again, just trying to save some time where I can. So without further ado, we're gonna get this thing going and cutting it. So let's do it. Alright, we're done with the cutting and polishing of this corner panel here. So I just want to show you the end result before ceramic coating and show you kind of the difference between the other side that hasn't been touched at all to this side. So as you can see here, it's already, you can already kind of tell maybe that's a lot shinier. When you show the light to it, barely any I mean, you have little micro scratches and some maybe some deep scratches that are in there, but there's no swirls at all. It's clean. And you go to this door that has not been touched at all. I'm not sure if that's showing up on camera. But see those swirls? Yeah, you can still see it. Look at that. Look at all those swirls. Look on this side. Nothing. So yeah, we're gonna do that to the rest of the paint and then get the ceramic coating put on. So very excited about that ceramic coating. And so let's get that done and then get to the fun part. Alright guys, I have finished up the paint correction of the process of this detail, and as you can see I already got all the tape off, everything ready to be ceramic coated. So I'm gonna show you real fast the ceramic coating pack that I got. I've used this before, and so that's why I got it. Just it's very convenient to have everything together from the same brand. And so let me show you real fast. So here's our ceramic coating. Here's our graphene ceramic coating advanced. This is upwards to 9 years. It lasted up to 9 years on the paint, if applied properly and taken care of. So came with that. Came with 2 applicator pads, 2 super soft microfiber buffer pads. Came with 2 of these other pads. They aren't I think they may be microfiber, but I'm not exactly sure what kind of material. But we use that, and then we'll wipe the rest off with this. So this is the first step. Second step to get all that off. Comes with gloves because you do not want to touch this with your bare hands. Also, I have a respirator over there because you do not want to breathe this inside, because if you do, it can damage your lungs. I remember last time I did it, I didn't have a respirator, and for about a week I kind of was out of breath, and I don't know, probably wasn't the smartest idea. So make sure you read directions if you've never done something before. With ceramic, it's very simple. All we're gonna do is apply it real fast on that microfiber applicator pad, and we're going to apply it, and then you have to wait for a rainbow effect. Once it rainbows, you know you're good to wipe off. So we're gonna wipe off, and when you're applying it, you're gonna go in a pattern of over and then over again, going the opposite way. So it's very simple. It's just very, you want to do it right and not go too fast. Make sure you get everything covered, because you don't want to have high spots and then low spots. You want it all to be the same. So we also have this prep spray that came with the pack, and I'm going to spray that on before I do anything, because again, we just corrected everything with polish and cutting compound, and it may have missed something. It's black, you know, the light's not fully on it, so I may miss something. So I'm gonna spray that real fast, wipe it down, and then apply the coating that makes sure that the paint is fully ready for me to apply. So, well, I guess let's do it. I've been waiting all
As you can see, I have a UV light you can buy from Adams, but here I'm just going to show you where I've applied it and where I haven't applied the ceramic coating. I thought it was really cool to see, and I also wanted to show you that. And as well, as you'll see, I only did so much of the panel. Again, when you're doing ceramic coating, you want to apply it at smaller sections. That way you're ensuring that every place you apply, everything on the paint gets corrected and applied and done correctly, because you may have high spots and low spots, but after it dries, you're able to see where you've done it and make sure that everything is wiped off correctly. So again, we're going to start smaller sections. As you can see on this door, I'm only going to do half the door, and that way I'll do half, I let it dry and do that rainbow effect, and then I'll wipe it off, and then we can do the other side and do the top, and so on and so forth. So we're going to keep doing what we're doing and get this ceramic coating applied to this truck.
Guys, don't mind the tie. I just got back from church and had to wait 24 hours to get this thing ready to leave. You don't want to, when you do a ceramic coating, you want to at least wait 24 hours before you go outside and give it to any weather or anything like that. That way that ceramic adheres to that paint and actually is protecting it, because if not, it can get clogged up. It's not what you want to do if you spend, all day, 10, 13 hours trying to get a car perfect. But I'm looking at it right now. It looks fantastic. I'll show you here in just a second, but I think you're gonna be amazed. This thing looks like $1 million. It is literally like looking at glass. The paint is so smooth and so shiny, and I think the customer's gonna be super happy. So I guess let's show you how it looks. Alright guys, well, if you made it this far in the video, hope you really liked it. As you can see, I'm home now. I forgot to do an outro. So, but again, I loved doing this truck. It took me a good while. I think it was about 13 or 14 hours that it took me to do this, but the results speak for themselves. It was just like glass. I'm so happy with it. So again, if you like this video, if you like to see any other videos like this, please feel free to subscribe, like, and again, comment on what you might want to see me do next. I'm thinking about doing a ceramic coating on our vehicle here. We have a Sportage, Kia Sportage. So just let me know what you want to see, and I'll try to make a video about it. But in the meantime, I hope you have a good rest of your day or good night, and God bless you. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.